Hi, this is Dave Worden. For this segment, I'd like to talk to you about Carnival of Venice. I'd be surprised if most of you listening haven't played that solo in one form or the other. We have a lot of different variations or different versions of that, I should say. They almost all contain variations. In the case of the two most popular, which are probably the Clarke and the Arban, the final variation is sort of a duet. We have a strong melody note, followed by some fast-moving notes that we sort of de-emphasize a little bit. So we want it to sound like a melody is playing on one instrument and the fast notes are playing on a separate instrument. I prefer to use the Clarke variation, even if I play the Arban variations leading up to it, because I think it's more effective. In the Clarke variation, the melody notes are in the same range as the fast notes. In the Arban, of course, the melody notes are down in the lower octave. That separation means that I can't do my favorite trick, which is what I'm going to show you right now. First of all, no matter which one you practice, you should practice the melody as a melody. It is that. You don't want to sound like, you don't want to just punch them out for nothing. You want to sound like they're melody notes. So in the case of the Clarke, you play them with the accents that you'll have to do when you're playing it all together, but still as a melody. Or in the case of the Arban, in either case, you want to make sure those are secure and that you can play those as a melody, because otherwise, when you put the whole variation together, it's really not going to have quite the effect that you'd like it to have. So in the Clarke version, and that can work pretty well, especially if you want to punch the melody notes out a little bit more. The natural echo that a euphonium gets when you're in a large hall, particularly when you accent the note rings a little longer in the hall. And that helps to create that dual effect, because you're still hearing the ring of that note as the player's already moved on to the fast notes. But I like to actually stretch the melody note slightly. So rhythmically, I've got to make up that time. So I'm not playing an even rhythm. This is what I'm playing. That wouldn't sound very good if you played it slowly. But at the faster speed, when you've accented the melody notes, when the hall is helping you with a little echo, you're not really going to hear that I'm playing rhythmically uneven for the first couple. Your ears don't pick up those fast notes until we're a little bit into the phrase. So this is what the effect should sound like. I hope that effect came off. It can be quite effective in the hall. I do have a recording out on YouTube. Unfortunately not a video, it's one of those that's sort of like a slideshow recording. You can hear the effect pretty well in that recording. I hope this has been helpful. Thanks for listening.